Well, we are back, ladies and gentlemen. That's funny, is every time I run by here, I see a different set of NPCs there who say different things.
How you doing?
Okay.
That's nice. That's real nice.
Hey, I remember you. You're the comrade guy. The guy with all the jokes.
Oh, yeah. How time flies when you're having fun.
Right. And you're definitely having a lot of fun.
No doubt. Listen, dude, you want to make a quick buck? Come with me. I got something to show you. We need a car or something. What the hell? I'm gonna ram that asshole in a minute.
I'm not sure I have a favorite GTA really, other than 5, obviously, which would be the easy answer. Because, you know, 5 is a good GTA game, and it's also the only GTA game that doesn't piss me off to play.
Take me over to Masterson Street.
That being said, San Andreas pisses me off. Are you kidding me? Did you watch that run, Max Time? How many missions are garbage in San Andreas? How many missions piss me off in that game?
Dude, this is meant to be the biggest rock in the world. These guys are fucking scientists. Things meant to be bigger than my fist, bigger than a melon. Fucking genius. Gonna last me weeks.
Sure it will.
Bidding war was fierce, dude, like being on the trading floor. Yeah! Ha!
You know, in England we call them adverts, but here you call them.
Oh, I love.
Let's do a commercial.
When I get married, I'm gonna stay home and raise my kids.
I'm gonna be a stewardess.
Oh my god, no! You're a boy!
The media fills our children's heads with dangerous ideas about what's proper for boys and girls. It's time to get back to basics with the Gender Role Doll. The Gender Role Doll is an icon to aspire to for all our children. Each doll has 30 sayings. Here's Kyle, one of our Gender Role Dolls for boys.
Men make money and get drunk. Let's go to a strip club. I solve problems with my hands.
For girls, we have Stacy. She says all sorts of great things.
You can hit me if the dinner's cold. It's okay if you cheat on me. My job is making babies.
Hey, Timmy, what did the gender role doll teach you today?
I'm gonna be a CEO and fire everybody and give myself a big bonus. I'm gonna have a fancy sports car and a trophy wife.
That's a good boy.
The Gender Role Doll is available in toy stores or online at genderrolldoll.com.
Let's go listen to some news from Weasel.
Weasel News.
Will the markets crash? The Nasdaq has taken a serious pummeling today, with the index down below an important number for the first time since a while ago. Although this seems very dramatic, the fact is it doesn't mean much. Hedge funders, traders, and financial services people were looking anxious until they realized they claim fees whether stocks go up or down.
In a near-unanimous vote, Congress passed the Jingoism Act today without much debate.
Besides outlawing encryption and privacy, the act makes it mandatory for all residents to speak well of our government. Residents were pleased with the act finally passing.
Those terrorists is crazy, dawg. They don't even go to strip clubs. No wonder they so mad. You gotta have some titties in your face occasionally.
Outside one of just 8 million bean machines, Mike Whiteley, Weasel News.
Campaign season is here and will stretch on indefinitely as both Michael Graves and John Hunter flood the airways with campaign commercials, and both are reminded that Weasel News is the most respected news source in the nation with great advertising rates.
Just when you thought there were enough gangsters in town and police were finally getting a handle on organized crime, another family is making for a play in the big leagues. The so-called Alderney mob is gaining prominence on the other side of the West River. Who knows? Soon they might be strong-arming businesses in Algonquin along with the 5 big mafia families in Liberty City. The Ancelottis, the Pavanos, the Gambettis, the Lupicellos, and the Messinas. I'm Jim Harrison, Weasel News.
This This is Weasel News. Welcome to the future of American radio. You, alone in a dark room, listening to music you stole off the internet. Independence FM. It's a revolution.
Only until you stood in front of massive speaker stacks hearing this song at high decibels do you realise it is complete and utter shit.
Apparently he doesn't like FF7 music either. Who knew? I'm actually not a prude. I looked up the definition a few months ago, I did.
Wait here while I make the deal, dude. Let's hope this thing isn't too heavy for me to carry by myself. Sick.
Yo, Mr. Bankerman. This is a real sound investment you're making. A good use of your assets and shit. Most def.
Dude, take me over to Wappinger and Hardin.
Wait, the music's making me go faster.
Get it? Yeah, but this ain't no rock. It's a fucking boulder! This shit's gonna blast me to the moon! Oh, what's that film where that guy is on a mountain and he gets chased by that huge boulder?
I don't know.
Oh, shit, dude, I should remember this. Anyway, that's how I'm gonna feel when this shit's chasing me around my head?
This your place?
Yeah, sorta. No, it doesn't matter. Here's some dollar. Appreciate the ride.
Don't worry, 2001 is The Space Odyssey. Just one of the most iconic and classic science fiction films ever made, is not a lamentation. Why does he have a bite taken out of it? Where am I? Hang on. I actually want to do something really quick before I start the next mission. And I think it's down here? Yeah. See if I'm remembering where I'm going correctly. We'll probably get a mission while I'm doing this. There you go.
Roman, I'm here. What are you doing? Why do you whisper?
I am on Vestal Street. The Perestroika. Come, Nico, quick!
Well, he can wait. He can wait. He's fine. He's fine. He's just in a dumpster. Let's see. Is that it? No. Oh, this is it. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I remembered correctly. Hello, Grey Wolf. Let's see if I can remember where it is. Of course, last October it did. I do all that stuff way in advance. There it is. There it is. Let's get in my car.
How was your day, dear?
Boring. I want to die.
Whatever. You promised you'd mow the yard today.
The Suburbs, the TV show that allows you to watch other people come home from work, sit on their couch, and stare into space, just like you. And this week, something exciting happens in the community.
Those immigrant kids are playing in front of the house again.
Watch The Suburbs and see what we're all really like. Suspicious of neighbors, paranoid, bored, competitive, depressed, and swinging. Which are you? Find out Friday nights next season on CNT. The Trail of Tears. Prison camps in Cuba. Dumping tea in the ocean. It's about independence. And now,
Because their satire has always been on point, Shikor. That's what they're good at. Laszlo and Hauser. That team, that's the satire team right there. Oh, I should do this. Sorry. Unfortunately, we're not actually going to use this card now. Because storing cards is mostly useless in this game. I do want to save at least one for an upcoming mission. Hi, Mr. Officer. Ah, it'll be fine, Wilking. I've said it before and I've said it again. This game doesn't have a good this series doesn't have a good saving car mechanic. Not like, say, Saints Row or Just Cause. By the way, this game came out right alongside Saints Row 2. To give you guys a little bit of an idea of where this is at timeline-wise. And consider Saints Row 2 versus this game for a second.
Where are you, Roman? Psst, Nico! Roman, what are you doing in the dumpster, man?
Are they there?
What are you talking about? Get out of there, man.
I'm freaking out, man. I'm being followed. I saw them.
Don't be ridiculous. You're being paranoid.
Fuck you! Fuck you! Everything was fine, and then you show up, and now we're dead. Because Felston is a psychopath. He's going to kill us, because we killed Vlad. Vlad was his man. That's how it works. You kill their guy, they kill you!
Roman!
The latter, I did.
Man. Listen to me. Vlad was a piece of trash. They don't care about him. All they care about is making money. So, we say we work for them. Now get out of there. You smell like cabbage.
I don't want to, man. I'm shitting myself. Oh!
Get out of the dumpster, Mr. Fatman. Come on, Freddy. The boss wants a little chat.
The only thing I don't like about that is Nico is caught completely unprepared there. It's the only thing that pisses me off about that. So there's Dimitri.
Wake up! We had to gag him to stop the screaming. You shouldn't have brought them here, Andrei.
Why not? You've been a bad boy, Mr. Balkan. And the boss is not happy.
Oh no, I shit my pants.
Not yet, but you will. Who are you working for?
My cousin, Roman. Don't be an idiot.
That's not good enough. I'm gonna saw off your fucking arm. Speak!
Okay. You're dead like sit up the ass. What do you want me to say, huh?
Very funny. Do you think you're so smart?
No! I'm tied up in the basement a long way from home, while some ape threatens me with a hacksaw. So no, I'm not that smart.
Shut the fuck up! My fucking wife is watching television. Good Lord. What are you doing?
Nothing. I mean, I was finding out who he is.
And? Who is he?
He is his cousin.
You were about to cut up some guy in my house, making all that noise to find out he's his cousin. Where did you find this idiot?
He was a friend of your sergeant when we were in Vladivostok.
He's an imbecile. So, Nico Bellic, you think it's okay to kill my employees?
If he is an asshole, yes.
Do it! I agree. Asshole, look at me like I'm a piece of shit.
Боже мой.
Now listen, Nico Bellic. You are very lucky Vlad was an idiot. The only reason I keep him around is because I fucked his sister. Look at me. You owe me. I got some digheads in my neighborhood trying to run a shipment, yeah?
And we found a buyer for the TVs.
Yes, a buyer. But you got to get them for us so we can make the sale.
Can you untie Roman?
Хорошо.
Shut up, Roman. Roman, shut up.
Shut him up.
Shut up, Roman. Roman, shut up. Fuck!
Mikhail! Shut up! Stop shooting people, you maniac! My wife doesn't like when people shout!
Whatever! You better get those screens soon!
Or I will personally pull your cousin's stitches out, one by one, and watch his guts spill onto the floor! Clean this shit up!
Listen, we'll take care of your cousin, but you better get a police car. And then you call me.
Roman! Roman!
Go! I'll take care of him.
Fuck!
I like that scene, despite the camera issues. Oh, wait. The game's over, guys. Sorry. I'm going to try one more thing that I looked up off camera. I didn't want to do this because it looks like a mess. Maybe we can fix the friggin' camera with this. Let's see how this works, shall we? I will say this, though. Roman, he's what we call a normal person. And I don't know how many normal people you know, but they tend to freak out in extreme situations. Actually, see, the funny thing is, there's actually a lot I can talk about with regards to Dmitri and the Mikhail. Or Mikhail, if you prefer. Where's the frickin'... Hang on, just 1 second. There it is. Okay. No, I decided to quit Grandia and play GTA instead. Of course, I finished Grandia. Such confusing questions. Okay. Okay, we're gonna go here. No, we didn't crash. We're fiddling. Because of course we are. Yeah, we'll talk about Mr. Mikhail later. Yeah, I haven't updated the website lately. I've been busy. Ironically, I've been so busy, mainly for the main problem I'm having right now. But I'm removing the upcoming stream thing right now. Not doing any of the other updates I need to do, but we'll go and do that there. Website's updated. Boom. Okay, so we got that. That's just a minute. We got that. Now we need to grab this file. Listen, if I had infinite time, well, that would be interesting, wouldn't it? So what is Concord effect? Oh, geez, here we go. Here's hoping this doesn't break anything. It's gonna break everything. Okay. Now we're gonna do that. Okay. Set this to that. There we go. Okay. See if this works. Unfortunately, we're going to have to see that cutscene again, but It's a good cutscene, so screw you. Hopefully this will work. Okay, now we go here. Then we do this. Then we gotta do one thing really quick here. This shouldn't take long. Here. No? No, it is there. Whatever. We'll skip. We'll just live with it. Of course, this is before we did any of that, but that's okay. Hopefully, maybe. Hold on a second. No, this is before we even did the stranger mission, which we're not going to do again, because screw it. Just going to grab my car, get a phone call from Nico. And by Nico, I mean Roman. God, stop the car! Jesus.
Nico, are you there, cousin?
Roman, I'm here. What are you doing? Why do you whisper?
I am on Industrial Street. Your perestroika. Come, Nico, quick!
It'll be immediately obvious if it fixes anything, so... If it didn't fix anything, I'd pretty much give up, because that's the last thing I know of to fix all that. So, oh, yay. Take a car really quick, yeah. What's perestroika even mean? Listen to the music, Lord. Don't go full tilt. You don't want to go full tilt in this game. That's saved. I'd rather not take that one. We'll take this thing instead. No, random guy. I really don't. We will talk more about Dimitri later, but I think he's a scumbag. Like a really horrible person, even in this game, which is populated by pretty horrible people. God dang it. Whoa, come on, mouse. Dang it. I don't think Dimitri cares about anyone, but I also think he's a moron, so that's related.
Roman, what are you doing in the dumpster, man?
Are they there?
What are you talking about? Get out of there, man.
I'm freaking out, man. I'm being followed. I saw them.
Don't be ridiculous. You're being paranoid.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Everything was fine, and then you show up, and now we're dead. Because Felston is a psychopath. He's going to kill us. Because we killed Vlad. Vlad was his man. That's how it works. You kill their guy, they kill you.
Roman, get out of there, man. Listen to me. Vlad was a piece of trash.
It's a
They don't care about him. All they care about is making money. So, we say we work for them. Now get out of there. You smell like cabbage.
I don't want to, man. I'm shitting myself. Oh,
Enjoy yourself.
Get out of the dumpster, Mr. Fatman. Come on, Fatty. The boss wants a little chat.
Wake up! We had to gag him to stop the screaming. You shouldn't have brought them here, Andre.
Why not? You've been a bad boy, Mr. Balkan. and the boss is not happy.
Oh no, I shit my pants.
Not yet, but you will. Who are you working for?
My cousin, Roman. Don't be an idiot.
That's not good enough. I'm gonna saw off your fucking arm. Speak!
Okay. Your dad likes it up the ass. What do you want me to say, huh? Ow! Ow!
Very funny. Do you think you're so smart?
No! I'm tied up in the basement a long way from home, while some ape threatens me with a hacksaw. So no, I'm not that smart.
Shut the fuck up! My fucking wife is watching television. Good Lord. What are you doing?
Nothing. I mean, I was finding out who he is.
And? Who is he?
He is his cousin.
You were about to cut up some guy in my house, making all that noise to find out he's his cousin. Where did you find this idiot?
He was a friend of your sergeant when we were in Vladivostok.
Okay, looks like it's fixed.
So, Niko Bellic, you think it's okay to kill my employees?
If he is an asshole, yes.
I agree. Asshole, look at me like I'm a piece of shit.
Yeah, you can see the difference in the camera immediately, can't you? So thankfully that worked. Hopefully that'll fix for the rest of the game, too. Because that was...
The only reason I keep him around is because I fucked his sister.
So we can skip the rest of this now. The camera's just been wrong in cutscenes, zooming too far in or out, depending. So I applied a fanfix. By the way, this car respawns. So if you, just my own little personal tip here. You ever want to drive in, I'd say probably the 4th best car in the game, here it is. It's not even locked. You don't even have to hotwire it. So,
anyone listening out there?
Conveniently enough, there's always a cop car right here. This mission.
I have the police car. What now?
The van is driving around South Broker. Pull it over, take it to our lockup on Duke's Drive.
Be more specific. How many vans you think there are in South Broker?
That is a problem for you and your cousin, not me. Keep pulling vans over until you find the TVs. Goodbye.
I would say that right there is probably the closest thing to a hint we ever get that Dimitri is a terrible person. It's not much of a hint, but Dimitri's biggest problem is the fact that he's simultaneously ambitious and stupid. In fact, I have actually come up with an analogy for what I like to call him. He is a modern corporate executive. Now, if you can... I'm dead serious, by the way. If you can get it without me continuing, you know, you're awesome. But to continue, because it's kind of my job to, he is focused on one thing and one thing alone. Money now. He doesn't care about long-term. He doesn't care about investment or intangible things or benefits or connections. He doesn't care about setting himself up. He doesn't care about political influence. He cares about making the most money now.
Come out and don't try nothing.
Don't kill me, man! I'll show you!
Show me the back. You carrying TVs?
It's empty!
Nishta, stranje.
Sorry, dude. And yeah, part of the reason I directly compare him to modern corporate executives is because he deliberately shoots himself in the foot constantly for the sake of making a quick buck now. That really is kind of his shtick. In fact, spoilers, that's going to be his thing until the end of the game. Also, funny fact, no matter how you play this game, Dimitri dies. God dang it. There is no way for Dimitri to survive this game. Which makes sense, because he's a moron. Does Dimitri ever make any money? Well, yes. Let me ask you a related question. Does EA ever make any money? God dang it, fast down. Nah, I thought there was an up over here. Yeah, he makes money by pissing off everyone. And I do mean everyone. Obviously, he pisses off the main character, Nico, but he cuts every single bridge off by flinging gasoline on them. And it goes pretty badly for him. We will not be seeing it, of course, unless I do both endings, which, I mean, that would involve making a backup save, and that's insanity. Your theory makes sense, I just don't agree with it, Cord. Oh, yeah, absolutely. So for those of you not aware, he pisses off the Mafia, the Italian Mafia, like 3 times, in addition to the Irish Mafia, and he also gets his fingers into the Arabian network, and just, oh my god, he is just such a moron. But yeah, if you do the deal ending,
Get out with no
he betrays his own frickin' comrade for no reason other than the fact that he wants more money. Now.
No TVs, buddy. Man, get out of here.
Yeah, it is possible to be the kind of person Dimitri is and make things work. Dimitri is not that smart. He has no future thinking at all. In fact, there's actually a fairly common trend in villains in this game. They're not that intelligent. And it doesn't work out that well for him. Go figure. Anyways, Cord, to explain... Oh my god, the brakes on these frickin' cop cars. To explain a little bit, what I mean by that is, I've always felt that Nico uses his rage in almost the exact same way, he just has a better control over it. Whereas Trevor doesn't have control over himself.
Come out real slow, shithead.
You're making a mistake. We're paying protection money to Kenny Petrovic.
Open up the bag. You got any flat screens?
This is a big screw-up. Motherfucker!
Yeah, right in the balls. Just for you guys. Yeah, one more. One more. There we go, okay. Yeah, by the way, you notice we already have 500 ammo? I haven't cheated at all, and I don't plan to.
And I'm just the paid mouthpiece without any soul.
Yeah, Nico's fury, Trevor's rage, by my own definitions. I was gonna say, I don't think Petrovic actually does show up in this one. I could be wrong. There's a lot of names in this game, and I'm trying to keep a lot of them track, so forgive me if I screw up a few. By the way, Faustin, by contrast, he's... I'm trying to think of how to explain this. He's a lot more basic. He's on top mostly because of the fact that he was on top back when he actually bothered to try and care. And he's just kind of stayed up there by momentum more than anything else. He's not a complete idiot, really. But he does, ironically, have more long-term thinking ability than Dimitri does. I would argue that Faustin is actually a better businessman than Dimitri, and a better crime boss, except for the fact that he is way too drug-addled and has way too many rage issues. And that's pretty much his big flaw. That now that we've got it, the cutscene's working better. Out of the car.
You want this to get really
Out of the car. Should have gotten out of the car.
Sorry, not really your day.
Industry. Yes, I had a purse full of life-saving heart drug samples, but I did not know if this woman had insurance. I did not know if she was going to sue me. So I did the responsible thing, and I left it to the professionals.
Wow. Did you even call 911?
I left that to the professionals as well.
Well, what happened to this poor woman?
Well, she died, but she learned a very valuable lesson. First off, you wouldn't be having a heart attack in the street if you had gone to the doctor the day before and requested a prescription for a pill you saw on a TV commercial but don't know what it does. What it does is irrelevant. Ask your doctor for it.
My mother had a great heart.
Hello?
Roman, are you all right?
I was just shot in the stomach, and then stitched up in the doctor's office that was dirtier than the basement we were nearly tortured in. I'm great.
You sound calm, actually.
That Dimitri guy gave me some painkillers. I'm kind of out of it. If you're near a shop, can you pick up some adult diapers for me? See you later, Nico.
I understand what you're saying, but some people say, and when I say some people, I mean our producers, some people say, why are HMOs making record profits while our economy is in recession? And why are the people paying more for healthcare than any other country?
What do you want us to do? Go out of business? Listen, it's easy. Invest. Then when our share prices go up because of the, listen to this bit, responsible way, yes, responsible way we have run our business, including sensible maintaining of lots of friends on Capitol Hill, you'll see the upside. And you want to complain because we're doing so well? What's your problem? You're still alive to moan and groan about how horrible our healthcare is.
Exactly. Pharmaceutical company profits aren't the problem. They're the solution. We need that money to fly doctors to golf retreats in the Caribbean.
Oh, man.
We are literally saving communities out there. In the old days, it was all about fishing and smoking pot, but now it's all about golf courses and other cultural things like that. All because of the money that has moved into healthcare. Do you know how much a lab monkey costs? And you end up stoning them to the tits on exciting new breakthroughs in medical science so much that they drop like flies left and right from the sheer joy. Progress ain't cheap, and you worry about costs?
Leeches cure erectile dysfunction. I use them all the time.
Okay, another good point by Mr. Mason, but let's get to our next topic. Should we go natural in our healthcare?
Definitely. And we're happy to cover everything as long as you reach your $10,000 deductible. Isn't that great? We cover all the expenses after you've spent $10,000. We are saving you money.
Sorry.
I guess your pills ain't working, lady. Well, you know, let me tell you, the fact is, and it's a fact, drugs are killing us, man.
You people are heading towards the dark ages. Up until the 1950s, this country was sick, diseased with worry. We helped usher in change with drugs perfect for an America coping with anxiety due to the civil rights movement. You guys want to take us back to home medicine? Please. You will kill people with your nonsense. The fact is, the only thing that makes people better is drugs. Not hokum pokum, not shitting in a bag and sleeping with my dad. Narcotics are what matters. Drugs. They work. Trust me. I've been on them for years.
What works?
Drugs are hokum pokum. That's hokum pokum. I'm telling you the truth.
No one knows what officially is hokum pokum, and that's a fact. What works is a fully integrated spreadsheet pyramid with diagnostics at the center and patient recovery being at the top, which it always is with us here at Copay Insurance.
What matters is holistics and getting well from psilocybin colonics.
Does he have like a translator or something? Because I understand every fifth word he's saying.
He's talking about holistics.
Oh.
Holistics, man. Drilling holes. It's an ancient form of medicine. If you had a headache, people run over to you and start drilling a hole in your head. If you had a heartburn, they drill a hole in your heart. If you practiced witchcraft, they drown you or burn you just to check. It worked for centuries.
He's talking more to himself.
Parrot, rabbit, talk about, oh, I want to make this much this year off a person who can't breathe right. Oh, I want to make that much off this doctor who is ignoring the world.
Okay, thank you, mate.
Playing golf.
You are giving me a headache.
Good. I can cure that. Come here.
What are you doing, Mr. Mason?
Come here. I'm getting...
Get the fuck away from me, you smelly creep.
No, this won't hurt a bit. My dad showed me. Come here, come here.
Okay, come on, Mr. Mason.
No, the
Just
drill
chill out.
bit's clean,
Let's
damn
put
it.
down the drill. Let's think about Reiki or something.
What the hell are you talking about?
Please stop.
Oh, you calm the fuck down or the pitch bitch gets it.
Please,
That's enough,
I'm
Mr.
a good
Mason.
person.
You ain't no good person. You ain't even a person, man.
I got some free samples.
Yeah, that's all you are, is a vending machine of samples.
Just don't trepanate me, please. I'll pay you.
Man, you think I want your goddamn blood money? I'm gonna free mankind of drugs that cost money.
No.
Or that you can't grow or fund on shit.
No!
Okay.
No,
Okay,
listen
now,
to what
now
I'm
calm
saying.
down. I
It's
think
you.
we've had enough.
You're
time
the
we all-
insurance guy. One of you gets drilled. I ain't taking no for an answer.
Please leave me out of this. She's the one with the headache. I respect alternative therapies. They give false hope.
Are you kidding? I'm gonna drill the smugness right out of your third eye.
Hey,
Impossible.
Mason, drill him. He's let kids die. He refused a little girl a liver transplant.
Nonsense.
Oh, right, you're the
She
one,
was
you're the
too
one.
risky to save. Nonsense. She was too risky to save. Risky for third quarter
Too
earnings.
risky to save. You
Drill
gotta-
her. She kept AIDS drugs out of the hands of poor people so that her CEO could buy a plane.
No, that's a lie.
Drill you.
No,
I'm
that's a
gonna
lie.
drill you.
It was a boat, not a plane.
It's
A
planes, boats,
drill him.
corporations,
He
neckties.
dropped all
I'm
the
drilling you so
paperwork.
the stark smoke comes floating out of your skull and the demons that been controlling your life comes out of your skull. You think I'm messing around?
You're not, I know you're not messing around. I tell you what, Mr. Mason, just drill them both, please. But just hurry up, because that's about all the time we have for folks this week on the pacemaker.
I'm drilling.
No, hey, that's enough.
Oh, that's a geyser! A geyser of blood!
Yeah, geyser, more blood.
And now for the seance.
Hello, my name's Beatrix Fontaine from Hungary. In a pack.
You'll love this next track. You should do, you picked it. And that's why you're listening to Independence. Because you're an egomaniac who wants everything your own way. That's what my ex-wife called me, so take it as a compliment.
I resent that. I am not an egomaniac. Yeah, you ever heard of Dilbert effect? Huh. Yeah, as someone who has a vested interest in both economics and the medical sector, that was eerily accurate. Not even now. I mean, this was being written in 2006. Let's just think about that for a second. Thank you, Blow Up Alex, for your kind words. Oh, it's weird, Von Falkenstein. I mean, you're absolutely right. This thing's a bizarre thing to drive, but whatever. In GTA 4, I usually just live with what I can get, unless it's one of the big, one of the top 3 cars, or 4 cars, excuse me. So now, we're working for the Russian mob. That's neat. That's exactly what I wanted out of my Thursday. Worth it. By the way, I'm not the only one who does that. As you can tell. This is the nice part of town, by the way. Say, let me out of the water, game. There we go. It's okay. I know this route to get back up here. I've played GTA 4 quite a few times, and one of the things that me and my friend used to do is we'd come up with little games to play, and one of them is every time you come back here to turn in a mission, you have to make that jump. And the goal is to try and hop out before you actually go over. I mean, the game sets it up for you. Look, they've even shown that other cars are making this jump. There's a reason this thing is tossed outwards, and why there's rusted cars down there. So you got to keep adding to the pile. But the goal is to jump out early enough to not also go over the edge, while still sending the car over the edge. A little trickier than it sounds, but, you know. I do suck, so there's also that.
Hey, Nico.
Hey.
Come in.
Thank you.
Lay off that stuff.
Why?
Because it clouds your judgment. Not now, it's not the time.
My judgment. That's a good one. I'm a fool. A drunken fool.
Nico's here. We're going to go take care of that guy. I take it you won't be joining us?
Make him suffer. People forget pain so quickly.
You need to calm down with that stuff.
Calm? Why? So I can be like you, Mr. Barbiturate? Always so fucked up on painkillers, you don't give a shit?
You need to calm down.
Where would we be now if I was calm like you?
Let me guess. In a prison camp in Siberia, or selling hash to tourists in Red Square, or still in the Navy. Which is it today?
Be careful, Dimitri. Be fucking careful.
You be careful. You're getting crazy.
That's the way it works. I am angry. You are calm. I scare you reason. It works.
Yes, but you've angered the wrong people. Too many bodies, too much attention will be dealt with if we don't start playing by the rules.
I've angered people. Me? Not we. Strange. When I give out the money, it's us. When I have to push people, it's me. All alone. Don't think I cannot see through you. After all we've done together.
You're getting delusional. Look, we have to go.
I fucking love you.
Yes, yes.
I fucking love you.
I know.
Yes. But you treat me like a child. I run things my way. Dmitri Raskolov, my fucking way! Get out of my sight! Or I fucking kill you!
I'm not saying don't run things your way. I'm saying be calm. Here. Take a couple of these.
What are you still doing here? I said get out of my sight!
First of all, can I just say that what we're seeing is a relationship that's been devolving for years. And I think that's what I like most about the contrast between Faustin and Dmitri. Because you can tell that there used to be something closer to a working relationship here, and it's been gone for a while. And all that's left is this kind of vestigial, desiccated husk of whatever working relationship there used to be there. What I also like about this, though, is this is probably the most clear example of Babylon 5 effect in the game. Because on repeat viewings, knowing everything that we know, it's like, oh, okay. But the first time through, all I could see was Dmitri, who's the reasonable one, and Faustin, who's the crazy one. How many of you were suckered into that mentality, too? Because the game tries to slant it that way. The game tries pretty hard to make Dmitri seem to be the reasonable one. He's the one you should listen to. He's the one who's got a head on his shoulders. Yet, if you're paying attention, and we talked about this earlier, Faustin is actually the smarter of the two. The more long-term thinker. The one who's actually capable of being a leader, rather than just making a quick buck now and then burning your bridges, which is what Dmitri is. It's fascinating to think of. And of course, the most obvious reason why Dimitri kind of pulls that way is because he is right on several accounts. But yeah, you noticed the painkillers line. Dimitri is just as on drugs as Mikhail is. He just uses different drugs.
Shop on Hove Beach.
Where am I? I'll grab my favorite car here. Well, my fourth favorite car. I guess this is probably my favorite car just because of the availability and accessibility of it. Where the heck is the thing? No!
Guy been making porno in his basement, and he didn't cut Mikhail in.
Least he could have done is sent over some tapes.
You know how much money there is in selling this stuff online? A whole fucking heap. We're going to ignore what Mikhail said and try not to kill them. Taking a bite of this pie would be very profitable for our operation.
I got no problem with sparing some lives.
No, it's Mikhail that has that issue. Can't keep his finger off of the triggers. Wasn't always like this, though. Things got to him.
I hope it don't get to me.
But yeah, I absolutely would be very curious what Faustin... Like, to see Faustin in his prime, basically. No, Mendek! Nah! No. Yes. Yes. Yeah, we haven't even gotten to the internet tutorial. I just realized that. We still got like 20 tutorials left before we stop tutorializing.
Where's your boss?
What do you mean? He's,
In the back?
No, he's...
Better not be filming.
No, they're just having a meeting, I swear.
Get out of the way!
Fuck. You see? They don't make them like that no more. That's a vintage Bush. If it wasn't for that, I'd say this weren't worth transferring to DVD.
Hey, Joseph! You think you can expand your business interests, make these pornos and sell them, and we won't know about it,
We
huh?
was just waiting till the books was closed at the end of the financial year. Then we was gonna cut you
Your
in.
books are closed until you pay us our cut. Nico, take this and cover Joseph.
Quick interruption here. Yes, I do max time. Because Sims 3 is on the list, if you remember. My list, not the website list. So, first and foremost, I want to draw your attention to something. Dimitri is almost always slouching. Now, at first I assumed that was just a thematic thing, you know, the hunched over goblin who's constantly betraying people. And there's probably some of that into that. It turns out, if you are hopped up on painkillers basically constantly, it actually messes with your ability to stand up straight in addition to function properly. And if he has some reason to also be hunched over to begin with, like, you know, say, spinal damage, that could also be causing the hunch. Just interesting to comment on. Yeah. The second thing I wanted to comment on there really quick. You notice how, once again, Dimitri is being, even though he has this whole speech about, oh, yes, it would be very profitable for us if we took a piece of that pie, and we should not kill people. But the problem is, if you're paying any kind of attention, you'll notice that Dimitri is only focused on two things: money and now. I hate to say that, because it's kind of strange to bring it up, but as will be pointed out later, there are times when it's actually more profitable to send a message rather than actually trying to do what Dimitri's doing. I'm saying this so wrong. Let me put it to you more succinctly. If you take the deal ending, it's almost universally worse than the revenge ending, in my opinion. But the biggest reason why is because every now and again, especially in a world this violent, you need to do something like kill someone. Like, that's actually important, as horrific as that probably sounds. And when you're a mafia leader, being capable and willing to kill someone in order to make things happen is actually something that you kind of need to do. Like, I'm not exactly extolling or condoning this concept, but if you're a mob boss who is willing to do whatever just to make a quick buck, you know what you're going to be? You're not going to be a mob boss, at least not for very long. Funnily enough, Dimitri never really becomes a mob boss. You notice that? He makes some money. Several times, actually. But he constantly screws things up so much and again, burns all his bridges so much that he never actually crawls his way to the top of a heap. Instead, he just kind of ends up making money and then moving on and making money move on. It's probably one of the biggest comparisons between Nico and Dimitri, because both of them are actually on the bottom, not the top. The difference is Dimitri wants to be further up and can't do it, and Nico absolutely could be further up and doesn't want to. Now, I don't agree with that at all, Loner, because Dimitri showed no signs whatsoever of being capable of actually taking charge or in any way crawling up the ranks. Even when he does the deal ending at the very end, even that is just to get another relatively small stipend of money. I know that several $1 million sounds like a lot of money. You know how much this company made just to have a one-year exclusive deal for the 2 DLCs? $50 million.
We ain't making that much cash. Listen, big guy, you got a great look going on. Real strong. We can put you in one of our films.
Shoot this scumbag in the leg.
Hey, man, please, go easy on me. Come on, big guy.
Shut this dickhead up, Nico.
All right already. Brett was just trying to be friendly. Shit, he'll be out of action for a couple of weeks.
You got some money for Mr. Faustin?
Fine, here you go. We ain't gonna have...
You should have thought of that earlier.
I'm special. I'm gonna be a star. Don't hurt me. A big, big star.
This is a mess. Let's get out of here.
And again, you notice how his approach is in the one mission where we actually see him in action like this. What's his approach? To move in like a thug, wave a gun around, rob them, and then leave. Like, you caught that, right? And as Baron points out, what he just did was he hurt their production line. Like I said, EA executive. I mean, corporate executive.
I want to buy you a present.
Will you wrap it up and put a pretty bow on it?
Screw you. We're seeing a friend of mine who's got a good line on weapons. It's on the ground. A back room place. There are a few around the city. The mayor has a real hard-on for gun control.
Guns don't seem that controlled. I seen plenty and I just got here.
And now you'll know where to get them for yourself. What's the problem? Михаил, я знаю, что ты это не имел в виду. Все в порядке. I didn't kill Joseph. We will make more money with him alive. Черт, Михаил! Михаил! Fuck! You're lucky Roman don't try to make you kill someone every 2 seconds.
Two things. First, obviously exaggerating. Second, you notice how he sounds very strung out. Despite being coked up on painkillers and talking about being calm, Dimitri is almost constantly strung out.
It's freedom, distilled into a lot of stolen music files.
These are not stolen!
Let the revolution begin.
This next song says a lot about loss. I know about loss. I'm divorced and my kid is back home in Britain. And some say that's how you lose the will to live, but not with this music. And you, all of you out there?
Some
Prenup,
speed,
seriously,
Nico.
it's the reason I got into producing ambient music.
Okay, now that's doubly funny because this song is from Harvest, Body Harvest, which is actually one of their first games ever. I talked about that during the 3D run. So we're just now getting the buying guns tutorial.
Pick out what you like. Tell them to put it on Mr. Faustin's account.
I'm paying attention here. A what, random guy? You wouldn't download a car. Actually, most people probably would.
You don't look like a cop. Buy what you want.
What I'd really like is a bulletproof vest. Battle babes. Buy our guns because we have women in bikinis. Sure, I'll get a micro.
I'll take this one. Charge Mr. Faustin.
You fucking Ruskies are milking me dry. I ain't a cow.
I ain't Russian.
By the way, it's a common joke, not really, in this game that a lot of people think that he's Russian. If it's not obvious, he's not Russian. He's Balkan, if you want to get into regions. I believe Serbia. I'm not actually 100% on that. Because they try to avoid some specifics.
Drive us to Mr. Faustin's.
I can look it up. Pretty sure it's Serbia, but...
So, you and Mr. Faustin, have you always argued and made up like this?
It wasn't always like this. Mikhail was a great man. He had a temper, but he was fair. Now he blows his top at the slightest thing. I never know who he will shoot, who he will stab. Andrei, who you met in Mikhail's basement. He was always loyal. He was a good worker. Now he's dead. I guess that is why we need your help.
Remind Faustin of that. Maybe then he will not try to kill me.
Oh, Nico. Nico. And hello, Brandlock. I hope you enjoyed the Insurrection Rumination, such as it was. We're here going through GTA now, as you can see. I know you haven't really jumped in on my streams, but I like to talk and chat and interact, so if you have any thoughts, comments, questions, feel free. This is a lore run, though, so if I get off on a tangent, do forgive me. Because I don't want to let my thoughts get interrupted. Actually, I'm going to do something before I turn this mission in, just real quick. This won't take long. But I just noticed that, because I'm pretty sure I know what the next mission is, and I don't want to go into that with low health. I always assumed he changed just from, you know, the cocaine news, honestly, D. Daniel. But if it's not the drugs, well, you'll notice that he is actually covered in prison tattoos. And, good, my car is there. And there's some hints of some backstory there that we never fully flesh out, of course. Kind of like Tazara. We know Tazara was deeply, deeply involved in the prison mafia, so... There we go. Thank you. Thank you, Tazara. Very much obliged and appreciate, as always. If you happen to know where you want that one to go, let me know. It's not a real sub. What is with you and not real subs, Tazara? What the hey, man? You trying to disrespect me? Is that what this is? I'll show you what I do to people who disrespect me. I bomb a hot dog! It's like yours, with relish and mustard. I got some sauerkraut, too. You want some sauerkraut? I'd do this, but Dimitri's in the car, so I can't.
Thank you for your help, Nico. Come to see us at the club soon. Mikhail will be cool by then.
Man, no mayonnaise for me, Max Time. No, thank you. No. So time to do the bad man missions. I should see if I could find some good sausages in the grocery store for next week. I tried a couple and they were just way too greasy, but I was looking in the hot dog aisle. Oh, god damn it, Tazara. Yeah, mayonnaise is quickly becoming another lorium to refer to something that's... When I say mayonnaise, usually what I mean is, I hate this game because it has mayonnaise. You love this game because it has mayonnaise. You know, something where we both completely and fully agree on something. It's just what we're getting out of it is different, you know? Thank you for real this time, Tazara. Appreciate it as always, sir. And I'll put that towards Nefarious. Oh, cool, Max. You gonna put some mayonnaise on him? Do you have mayonnaise? You have good mayonnaise. Shrimps and mayonnaise. Hang on, hang on. Okay, okay, we're cool, we're cool. Oh, alright. That's right, I bought hot dogs for people who disrespect me. That way they can have a nice final meal before they die horribly, screaming in terrible pain. Thank you again, Tazara. Would you like a hot dog? Or would you like to put that towards Leander? Oh, God, hazardous. Oh, no, 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 no. Starmancer. Oh, I'm so looking forward to that game.
Hey! Hey, boy, don't move.
So this is Batman.
Boy, how are you? Eh? Oh, where you come from? How are you?
Hey, man, I'm here to see Jacob. It's Nico.
Nico? Batman, what going down there, sir? Some boy does beat off the door. Some boy does call himself Nico, say he want to see a road boy. Nico? I'm a boy that Batman, man. Yo, grab the boy, man. Yo. Oh, you a boy that? Yeah. Sure. Come my youth. Come upstairs, go talk to Nico J for one thing, man. You want to control the taxi?
If you don't stop, Tazar, I am going to make you have a hot dog.
Hey, don't worry about what you're doing now. See how you're a boy over there, son, Nico. Go deal with him soon. Oh, I'm Nico. You alright?
Hey, no problem. As good an introduction as any other.
Yeah, me hear that, you know. Anyway, some boy ramp with Batman, you know. And want to ask you a favor. Go on now. Hey, my youth. Some boy them dip on the corner and thing, and the boy them sell some things and thing, and I go on and I say, oh, them don't want to give me my money and thing, and every corner my corner, and I want my money and thing, you know. I know sweat I go you know. I want to deal with the case proper. You know, see it? All right. Let me explain. It's a business thing are going down there.
Right.
They are selling weed, but they're not supposed to sell weed. And they're not cutting them in.
Okay.
So when you go down there and deal with them. See it?
Right. It's not going to be cheap. Where do I find them?
Cheap? Cheap, my youth? You worry about cheap? We not worry about cheap, you know. The boy them dip on the corner, I say the boy them other things and on my corner that and thing, and I say every corner on my corner and thing, I'm gonna write that to the boy them I go on and say, oh, they want to give me my money. Oh, something go on with that. Alright, hear me now. What Batman is saying is, the boy them are some novice, see? You go find them when you go up on the corner of Alpha and South Bohan. See? When you go down and say, you go see and just deal with them, see? And you'll find out how them work, alright?
Alright.
Alright. You want some of that spliff here?
No, thanks.
You sure?
I'm sure.
Alright, respect. Mario, pass me some of that thing we have over there, son. Alright, do it.
So, if I actually carefully pay attention, I can understand Batman. Like, this is a gang warfare thing. He and his gang own this particular section of the hood, and therefore anyone who's selling in this area, regardless, is under either his protection or his jurisdiction. Some other people are pushing in, yada, 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 and all that makes sense. But I will freely admit, I have to concentrate to understand Batman. Because holy crap. Jacob, it just fits. And as I mentioned earlier, I've met people like Jacob. I've talked to people like Jacob. And I don't have worries with that one. And thank you again to Zara for the sub. Please stop. That will go towards Digimon. Can I understand Batman without the subtitles?
I mean that, mate. Makes you feel...
I don't think so, no.
There's a beast trying to come out. Something medieval and ghostly, full of scurvy. The 21st century's a disaster. This song proves it.
Yeah, I kind of want a hot dog now, too. I agree, Zell would enjoy this game. So this is actually the first time we're leaving the intro area, if you're paying attention. So this is kind of the tutorial for how this works. I don't remember if we could come up here before. I actually don't. I know we couldn't go over there. So I should explain what I mean by that. I don't remember if we could go up here, but I know we can't go over here. This is still locked out until a certain point in the story. Just like in all the GTA games. In this case, it's a terrorism threat. So they locked down the bridges. Because 9/11 was still pretty recently on people's minds when it came to this game and its construction. Wait until you see what GTA 5 does with the cops. Because... You know, I'm not sure, Zygmus. What, I paid the toll. Didn't you just see? God, I'm still trying to get used to the timing on drifting. It's kind of weird in this one. I like good potato bread.
That's some good shit. You done cleaned me out. Yo, I'm all out of product. Dropping in to pick some up. Be ready.
Oh yeah, this is our first tailing mission.
Oh, okay. Well, it's a good thing I didn't have none of that spliff. That will stop me? Yo, you don't wanna be messing with my boys.
Game. There you go. Nope, he didn't go up. He didn't go up. So this game has a little bit of the Red Dead Redemption problem. Oh god, the Manny tailing mission. I know the one you're talking about. Ugh. And I don't know any tricks for that one, unlike some others I could mention. Oh my god, camera.
You're gonna get punished, son. Sorry, babe.
Excuse you. I'm saying, what's up?
Ignore the guy peeing in the corner.
This fight ain't gonna go your way.
Oh god, some of the races, yeah. Got that over here. Whoop. Oh, went too far. God dang it. Call me a weirdo, but I prefer, you know, tighter controls over realistic controls. In almost every case.
You don't got us killed.
Cover combat, you're the one. You make combat so much fun. I'm trying to remember the thing. Is that it? Nope, that's not it. Oh, whatever. Where the heck are the others? Oh, there they are. Yep. Up. Screw it. Hi. Listen. Oh, there goes my armor. Time to go buy a new one.
Tell Batman that I got rid of the competition.
Righteous. They kinda belong to I again. And nobody gonna fuck with Ice Corner no more, no things. One love, Nico.
Yep, time to go get a hot dog. Do. And body armor. No joke, I'm going to be getting body armor a lot in this game. That or cheating for it. One of the two. It's okay, money is going to flow like water in this game, which is funny when you consider that one of the main threads of the story is that we're constantly broke. In fact, I want to argue at some point to give a negative to this game for the fact that there's a constant narrative thread of, oh my god, we have no money. What are we going to do? Well, we're running around with a couple thousand, or tens of thousands, or hundreds of thousands in our back pocket.
Alright, my man Nico. How's it going?
Okay. You and Badman got any more work you need help with?
The funny thing you should mention that to my brother. Badman is right impressed with what you're doing for I&I. He wants to know if you want to deliver some package around town to some various people and things in the city. Plenty of corner that for you, you know.
That sounds good.
Wicked, man. Give her a call when you're ready for this first run. There'll be a lot of work, so call whenever, you know? One love, brethren.
So there's the drug missions unlocked. I'm pretty sure those are manual, but we're also probably not going to be doing those.